worst phone call you could ever get. It feels like you just been broken into a million pieces.
Could you take us through a typical week in the life of Sherri?
Oh, how much time you guys got? When I go into work and the children run to me and they're like, Sherri, hi, how you're here, I'm so happy to see you. And it just melts my heart. I know that that is the place where I need to be and that is what I need to be doing. We get to listen to their ideas and take their ideas and kind of build them into these beautiful creations.
Working with kids is such a rewarding experience. Every day is new, even the same children every day. There's always something different. They bring a light to my life that I didn't know was possible.
The team at Kinderseeds, they love your children. They care for your children. They hold them, they wipe their tears. And we've learned together as a team what families need, what the children need, and what we need as a team. Miss Janelle was Matthew's favorite teacher. He adored her tremendously, loved her, gave her lots of hugs and kisses. They had a really very special connection.
When Matthew comes in the morning, he is full of smiles. He walks in and says good morning to everybody, good morning to the teachers. He kicks off his rubber boots and he is ready to go. Any chance that he gets to put his rubber boots back on and get outside, he is game.
It was on a Monday and I was leaving Taekwondo. I don't have my phone with me obviously when I'm training, and looked at my phone and realized there was a ton of missed phone calls. I frantically called my family. They just wanted me to get home safely and didn't want to, share any information over the phone. Once I got home, I noticed that my team was at my house. All of my staff members, my teachers, very close family members.
There had been a car accident and we had been trying to see all day if any of our families were in the accident. I remember just instantly dropping the phone, knowing who it was, and just crying.
They had said that Matthew had passed away. So that was really hard.
It's one phone call I'll never forget. It's very difficult to talk about. Just it feels like you just been broken into a million pieces. My sister picked him up from Kinderseeds. They were on their way home. They were heading towards Hamilton on Highway 6. There was a UPS truck waiting to turn into the local flour distributor just past the bus station on Upper James. The UPS vehicle was stopped. There was another vehicle, and then my sister's vehicle. They were all stopped waiting, and school bus driver unfortunately didn't stop, and that forever changed everyone's life.
There's no way you can prepare to respond to a call where a child is involved. Emotionally, I think we take care of it after the fact, because it's hard to prepare for something emotionally disturbing. Everybody will respond differently.
I had so much love for Matthew that I didn't know if I could continue to teach.
It was very difficult to move forward. I actually considered, should I close Kinderseeds? how could we provide this loving, nurturing environment when a student of ours just left and was killed?
When I come back at the station, I'll be praying for these images to really not be part of my memory anymore.
He was just so happy all the time, always laughing and smiling, and he'd always give you the biggest hugs. And it sucks when you just start to think about it, but it's good because you can still think about it. And I miss him so much.
One of his big things were he loved rubber boots. He had a pair of firefighter rubber boots and he'd wear them every day, rain or shine, summer, winter, whatever it was. And I really wanted to do a day just jumping in puddles. One night I had a dream that I was flying in an airplane very high above. And I saw all of these children holding signs up and like facing up. So I was looking down at them and it said National Puddle Day. I said, okay, that's gonna be the day, that's what it's gonna be called.
When Sherry comes up with an idea and she wants it to be grand, I know it will be grand.
Most people would just put up a cross or a flower at the site of an accident. But this is big and it has to get bigger.
It's just amazing to know how big of an impact National Puddle Day has become.
Putting my time and my energy into something that I think that was so meaningful to him, it helped heal me. It helped that process. And it gave me a little direction when I didn't have a lot of direction. For me to be able to link up the fire department and to be able to have them be a part of this, it was huge. For me, it was like the two worlds were colliding and it was just such a beautiful piece of the puzzle to come together. Our
involvement as the fire department with the event, it seems like it's a natural connection. It really takes our mind off of these calls, these incidents where we get stressed. It's very good, it's therapeutic. I mean, we benefit from that, just volunteering and helping out.
They do the hardest job.
Every time I go on the truck, I pray for myself, I pray for my crew, that physically and emotionally we would be protected.
They're first on scene, so they have a really tough role in our community. Puddle Day is one of those days that we want to recognize. We want to recognize our first responders and say thank you. Not just seeing them at the hospital in our worst moments, but to be able to put them up on a pedestal and say, you do amazing things, you do great things, and we appreciate all the things that you do.
At this time, I'd like everyone to put your hands together and cheer as loud as you possibly can and thank them for the job that they do every single day.
This year, 2020, will be year 10 that we're running National Puddle Day. We are able to donate rubber boots to people in our community and outside of our community. We ask that if you donate a pair of rubber boots that you write your name on the inside of it, so that way then you know who's giving you those rubber boots. You know who's worn those rubber boots.
Last year we were given the opportunity to donate hundreds of boots to Nicaraguan children so they could actually walk to school with their feet covered.
That was una gracias, Miss Sherry, for the Puddle Day boots in Nicaragua. Thanks, Miss Sherry.
Knowing that National Puddle Day was able to provide that is absolutely amazing.
To this date, it's become International Puddle Day. We have people jumping in Malta and Italy and Miami and the States, obviously in Canada. And I'm just so pleased that we're able to help support other communities.
They raise funds for a great organization.
If you donate any money, then it will go towards BFO, which is Bereaved Families of Ontario. And we can continue running some programs for families who need extra support at their lowest point of their life. When I put a pair of rubber boots on, I think of him. The day of Puddle Day, we have stickers that we put on the rubber boots for people that you're jumping for. The puddles represent two things. One, the innocence of children just enjoying our environment and our land and our dirt, our soil, our rain. And then two, for all of the tears that we've shed for our loved ones along the way.
I go every year to the event. I wouldn't miss it. because when you can see the kids have so much fun and let, you know, kids being kids, it fills my heart with joy.
With each of us doing a little part in this community and helping support other people, it hopefully takes a little bit of the burden off the families who are truly suffering every day, because grief is something that we all do differently, and there's no right or wrong. You just have to do what's best for you and find that bit of peace.
The pain or the hurt that you feel after such a tragedy, I wouldn't say it gets easier. You just learn to deal with it and live with it.
Death is a part of life. Death is a part of us growing. And as horrific as it is and was and still will be, there is a process that we need to go through to be able to heal. From my perspective, he was able to go to the moon on the tire swing. He had his school dance. He was able to do all of those big firsts. Did he get robbed for time? I think we did. The sadness falls on us, the ones who are left.
Children see the world as such a simple place, and as we grow up, we get distracted by everything. We got to start looking through the world in kids' eyes.
We all have had people who have passed away, and you always wonder, like, what would they think, or why weren't they here? But really, at the end of the day, it's the time spent that we have to remember. He had a good life. He was a wonderful boy, wonderful and kind and old-souled and just very genuine. We are the ones who are going to miss him and do miss him every day and have that sense of wonder, but there'll be a time when we'll meet him again, and maybe some of those gaps will be able to be filled in.
You know, I always said don't get any bigger, but it's okay. You're not here, and we love you. We all love you, and we're so glad that we're able to help so many families in honor of you. Love you, buddy.
All the sound waves. How do we get so brave? How do we get so brave? And we could ride the tidal waves, together escaping all the gamma rays. Tell me, how do we get so brave? Tell me, how do we get so brave?
If I could say something to Matthew, I would say thank you for choosing Kinderseeds. Thank you for choosing me, even though it was a very difficult process, there's no doubt about it. But thank you for making me stronger. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to make a difference in so many people's lives. Thank you for wearing your rubber boots every day, even if it was really, really hot out and your feet were really, really smelly. And Thank you for allowing me the strength to do what I did for other people.
I think that's a wrap.
How do we get so brave? How do we